Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to another episode of Blue and Gold Talk. This is a video on this channel that I usually have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but I wrote down two things because it's been bugging me. I haven't mentioned this. And one of you even pointed out Dave Dryden a few weeks ago. We know Dave Dryden passed away. And as of recent, Peter McNabb, former Sabre. And of course, more of a Bruins legend than anything, but we remember him in our 75 team and our young team back in the 70s that became a powerhouse, and Peter McNabb was part of that and was a big part of the Sabres and was kind of a surprise when he was moved. So I wanted to throw out condolences to those families before I forget, because my goodness, folks, I've been meaning forever to talk about Dave Dryden and it just keeps slipping my head. And I'll always remember, I'll show you a little picture here, the Dryden handshake. When I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing. I really thought it was the coolest thing back when I was a kid. I don't know, it was just one of those things that I thought was really, really cool when the Dryden brothers would shake hands at center ice. And of course, Peter McNabb, it's a sad thing. I mean, he stayed in hockey right throughout the end of his career till right now as a broadcaster. He's a big legend in Colorado, and just life is short, folks. Life is short, so grab what you have, grab what you can, tell your loved ones you love them, because life is short. This is pretty much a premeditated idea that I had tonight, because I want to talk first about Dryden and McNabb. And also I wanted to talk about recent events and what it can do to us as a fan base again, and throw us right back into the abyss of negativity and all this crap that comes with losing. But, you know, I was thinking, guys, and these are just thoughts. Now I'm going to throw, now I'm back to not knowing what I'm going to say and just throwing it out there. It's, you know, on a cloudy day, the sun's behind the clouds, right? So there's that. There is that when it comes to this Sabres young core that we have. I don't want to forget that in these 4 games, we didn't just go walk into them and get killed in every game. It wasn't like that. We had some really rough luck. We hit how many pucks into our own net? I could go on and on how much bad luck we've had in these 4 games, but I honestly believe, guys, that's part of growth. That's part of a team developing, is they show all this potential and then they go like this again. And then what happens is they go like this again, but you never know when they go like this again if the next time it goes like that after that. So there's no way we can predict what's going to happen this year. There's no way we can say, okay, that's it, the playoffs are gone. And no. Absolutely no. No, there's no way to know either way. I'd tell you this, guys, if we were 11-3, I'd be saying the same thing. There's no way to know if we're getting in. There's no way to know. It really depends on us and how we react in like a 40-game span. Forget 40. When the Sabres get rolling, and I believe they will, when they get rolling, that's when we're going to know. We're going to know what we're sitting on, because this is just a hard spell that they have to go through, and we have to go through again. Guys, this is the deal when you have the youngest team in hockey. It's the deal. This is like the hand we're dealt this year. Doesn't mean we can't have a good season. I'm not saying that. But what it does mean is if we have 3 or 4 bad spurts during the season, we have to be able to cope with it and understand that this is not only a very low-paid team. This is the youngest team in the NHL right now. And they've shown so many good signs this year. So many good signs that I can't get upset. I mean, even, guys, we could have started the season on this 4-game losing streak, and I'd be saying the same thing. And I'm being honest saying that. I'd be saying the same exact thing. They show a lot of good signs, even in their losses, that the talent is there. And that it's brewing, it's simmering. It's not there yet. It's not seasoned yet, but it's coming. And it's going to take some time. We're going to have to be patient. It might take, I said 240 games. That means we have another 226 to go, 232 more to go. It might take 3 full more seasons before this team erupts. It might not. It could happen this year. It could happen in 2 months from now. There's no way to know. And that's the beauty for me of a young team, guys. A young team full of young studs. Let's not forget that. How many first rounders do we have on this squad? How many top 10 picks do we have on this team? This is a good young bunch. This is a team that's shown a lot of promise. And we can't be so immature to not have their backs when they're having a hard time. Because since the Vegas game, this is the first official slump we've been in. Since the last Vegas game, not this one, the last one. This is the first slump we've been in really since then. I would say real slump that we've been in. Regulation losses and there's just no way that I'm going to throw in the towel on this team. I won't do it. I refuse to. I won't do it. I'm going to keep saying what I say in this channel. What I believe is that this team is headed to a Stanley Cup, that they're headed eventually to a Stanley Cup. And this is just one of the stories along the way that we will talk about. Could be in a year's time when things are just flying with this team. Could be in a year. Could be next year that we start the season 10-1. We don't know. There is absolutely every opportunity to believe that can happen. There is. We don't know for sure, but I know one thing for sure. It's not changing me as a fan. I'm just not doing it. You're not going to see me get into a wave of negative thinking and a wave of, oh, well, it's the refs. Oh, well, it's injuries. And oh, well, no. I'll say what it is. Oh, well, it's experience. Lack of. And once we have that experience, we're going to be just fine. We will be. We'll know how to get through slumps like that without the slump happening. We'll be able to break through in one of those 4 games instead of lose all 4 eventually. We're not there. We're not there. We're just not there yet. And as a Sabres fan, I always say yet. We say yet in Sabres land because things are coming on the horizon with this team. Things are going to get better for sure. Let's not forget that. It's easy to forget when we're losing. It's easy to say, we should have got another defenseman. We should have got another goalie. My opinion right now, guys, my opinion is the best time more than ever to bring up UPL. Right now. Do it. Shake up the team a bit. Bring him up. Bring him up for a 4-game stint. Bring him up. Tell him when he's coming up, 4 games. We're sending you back. You go 4-0, we'll talk. But if you come in here and you get like 2 shutouts in the 4 games and we go 2-2, we'll talk. Things like this. Throw it at him. Throw the opportunity at him. I don't see why right now we shouldn't do it because Comrie right now his numbers are bad. Okay, his numbers are bad. And he was outstanding on the West trip. In Calgary and Edmonton, he was outstanding. So what if we subtracted those 2 games? What would his numbers look like, right? I think right now we should give UPL a throw. Throw him in there. Why not? Toss. Give him a toss. I'd put him in. Give it a shot. And we got nothing to lose right now. You know, I would like to see them have the guts to do something like that. I don't think they will. You know, I think they're going to keep going with Comrie Anderson for now. But I just feel like Comrie's not playing confident. The confidence isn't there. That's what's missing, I find. Not that his structure and his game is terrible, but his confidence seems And that's everything when you're a goalie, I believe. So get Anderson in nets for Boston, that's for sure. And we'll figure it out. You know, and people say, why do you keep doing these videos when the Sabres are losing? And why would you put yourself through this? And because I have a sense of duty, folks. You know, I have a sense of duty. For those of you that wonder why I get up and I talk about the boys in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. Well, because sense of duty, you know, somebody has to say something and out there and not run us into the dirt. And I'll tell you what, guys, also it's for you guys, you know, it's really for the people that come regularly to my channel, expect to see videos, expect me to be honest, expect me to talk about this franchise as a fan, not as a YouTuber, as a fan. I don't see myself as a YouTuber. I see myself as a Buffalo Sabres fan. That's what I see myself as. You know, I'm not one of these guys I get on YouTube and I yell and I scream and I try to get attention and likes and hits, and it's not my thing. It's just not, you know. So I'll say with this, we will see tomorrow. We will see what the boys do tomorrow. Because no matter what, I don't care how gray it is outside, the sun's out there. It's still out there behind the gray. And there's no reason the guys can't get it done. We're due to beat Boston, the way I see it. Not we're due to lose another one. We're due to beat Boston. It's been how many years? 3-4 years? We're due to beat them at this point. We're due. We've had some rough luck against them too. So let's get this game tomorrow. I'm going to leave it there. And for those of you that question, why Wayne? Why? Tell you what, folks, you know, I take care of my brothers and my sisters. The Father takes care of me, you know, and I have a duty tonight to do that to the best of my ability and throw out some talk out there about our team that's hurting right now. So that's what I've done. I'm leaving it there. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Let's go Buffalo. Let's get right back over 500 and let's get this season, which is very early still, back on track. See you tomorrow, guys.